Oh, good morning, DJ. It is Wednesday, December 24th. The time is currently 9:15 a.m. It is a bloody good morning. Christmas Eve. Woo, 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 woo. Ho, ho, ho. Santa's gonna be busy tonight, flying across the world, hopping in people's chimneys and that, and leaving presents. All right, let's get straight into it, DJ. Woke up today at 7:54. All right, 7:45 alarm went off. Snooze the 35, snooze the 40. I mean, I got up on the 45, but I didn't get up moving and stuff until like 7:54. Okay. Um, got my morning routine in. All right, so happy about that. So woke up at a decent hour. All right, so we're not falling short on wake up time today, last day of the week. All right, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Monday was a flop, but Tuesday we came back strong, and then today we're ending strong as well. Okay, so we'll take it. It's not about how you start, okay, it's about how you finish. Arrived on my desk at like 9:15ish, 9:14ish, turning 9:15. As always, my weekly target's 5%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. All right, excited to see what price action has in store for us today on this day before Christmas. Excited to continue to grow, all right, and get 1% better in these markets, get closer to my model, my procedures, and my protocols. Yeah. News. No, no, we don't go to news. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. Then we go to news. All right, we had high impact news come out at 8:30. That's pretty much the only news for today. All right, so we've had news today. All right, making it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today, not that we're taking trades, but when we get back into it, it will be 0.5% of the account size. And we have a max of 1.5 on a day, and then we're done on that particular account, okay? Weekly program going into this week is a buy program. Okay, nothing's really happened in price to change my weekly program. All right, like I said, the next draw for me, all right, should price want to continue lower. We did create inefficiency here that I wanted to see. Happy about that. So I want to see this keep price lower. All right, take this sell side and fill in there's a tiny portion of it left open there. Okay, so take this liquidity into here, and potentially if it wants to go down, well, we have a monthly low here. Take this sell side into this inefficiency. Nothing going on there. Hmm. Nothing of note for me to mention anyway. MNQ, all right, we dropped down into a discount array, which was a volume in, new week opening gap, all right, plus this inefficiency here, all right, that seems to be keeping price higher. As always, my draw has been these relative equal highs into this inefficiency here. Okay, but before we get there, we have this volume imbalance here that could cause a retracement, right? Or it could stop price there, or price could just disrespect it and continue higher to my draw liquidity. So as far as my current understanding of price action goes, okay, came up and we took that buy side. Nothing's really happened in price, okay, to change my weekly program. So electing to stick with that. Nothing really happened much PM session after we took previous day's high, all right? So yeah, it was a beautiful session, and I'm happy I ended it where I ended it because it was just, yeah, this is what we missed. Actually, it's on the screen. We were in this one, and yeah, took it up here. This is pretty much what we missed. Nothing much really. That was just not really, but the entry would have been all the way up here. I wouldn't have felt comfortable with that entry there. So, yep, we didn't miss nothing. We did not miss nothing. Let's fix this daily. Fix the daily ranges, fix my ranges, all right. I'll make sure my 20-day is adjusted if it needs to be adjusted. All right, and 20-day, yep, it does need to be adjusted. The low needs to be adjusted. Yep. The market is a living, breathing organism. Okay, I need to be moving with it. And that's how I do that. And 20-day high still my draw on liquidity. We combine. Bye bye. Hey, I don't need this slow pokeness, bro. Get it together. Get it together. Yesterday was a model day, man. Tuesday. Solid stuff, man. All right, it was the low here, 807.75, 812, 7, yeah, 807.75, same low. I'm trying not to lose my cool with this thing, trying to be as calm and patient, but go last so long until I start losing my shit. But I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, keeping my cool, pretending it's not bothering me, but it really is pissing me off. Mm, it's 30. But believe, yeah, 45. Actually, they do go to 10 in it. Oh, we'll see. I'll extend them if I need to. That's a whipsaw candle right there. What the hell? On both sides, my Santa Claus hat. I ain't looking to do nothing in this price action here. It's doing too much. Nothing even looks good. You don't even look good, You look ugly right now. Don't nobody want to play with you. Yeah, it actually goes to 10, you know. Drop down, took outside in a discount. Place higher market structure shift, but I'm watching it, but that's not something that I would be. Yeah, let me get in that. Let me jump in that. It ain't a bit on me, unfortunately. And that's just life. That is just life. Not everybody's gonna be your cup of tea. And if I ain't your cup of tea, then don't drink it. Period. Bless me. They can have this 15 minutes, boy. Could have sworn I did this thing. Oh. Day before Santa Claus and is chopping people up. No presents for nobody. You ain't getting jack shit because I'm taking your mommy and daddy's money. Mate. Snag. What shouldn't this buy here? We have a title. We have this one here. I'll watch that one, but wait for this one. We also have this one here too. think I'll be waiting the full 30 minutes on this day here. Let's see, let's see. 950 micro starting in a minute. Of course, this guy wants his money. It'll be in there. Stop here. Lose this, that'll be one. Now what will be the next one? Right? What would the next PD array be? -1. No, 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 no. -1, yeah, definitely would have been here. Yep, yep, yep. 30% off. Stop goes to 75. This is a bull trend trade. -2, thank you very much. Another 30% off. Stop loss to 50%. Battle breakout dealing range. Well, there we go. Thank you. Let's see, did I hit -3? Yeah, we are -3 is further up. You're officially in line with weekly bias. These were drawn out perfectly, aren't they? It's like I knew it will go up to 10:30. Looking at 8:45, 8:45. 60% of the trade would be off and would be at. Second time, moving stop up to 50. Still have risk in this trade, okay? But we've partialed. We stood up, mate. Bring up in there. It's 8:45, all right? We're moving to, we're taking another 20% off, and 80% off will be, 80% of the trade will be off and we'll be at break even at 8:45. We ain't reached there yet though. But we have taken a 1 minute swing, so retracement into discount. We're anticipating it, but we're not forcing it. You feel me? This could potentially be it. All right, we'll watch. Counter trend trade. Lazy. And a low, same low. So nothing there is the same low. Same low. Thank you for your support. Of course, you are very, very welcome. Come in that fair value gap, so it doesn't have to come to the old low. I wouldn't be interested in taking an M1 trade here, just because it's a counter trend trade. But if it gives it to us, it'll be nice to watch. -1, 50% of trade-off, stop 275. What this thing? Oh yeah, it's right. I'm tripping. I changed the colors. That's why it just threw me off for a second. -2. So it's -2, stop to 50%, 80% of the trade-off. So 30% off at -2. Next sell side, we go here. Now, with the half standard deviations, if I can split the difference between, like, okay, let's say we're taking 50% off here, right? I can take 20% off here, and then the rest 30%. By here, I need to have 50% of the trade-off. By here, I need to have, what does that say? 80% of the trade-off. So it can be split between here and here, right? And by here, I need to have 90% of the trade-off. So if I can take something off here, I will. Okay, so 90% of the trade would be off and would be at break even on this counter trend trade here. Thank you for your support, of course. And the people just come on board. You are all very, very welcome. Terminus would be -4. That would be where our runner will be coming off our last 10%. One minute wasn't bad either, right? The distance between here and equilibrium, that's a fair. But obviously, because this is the only next where there's really any low, right? So it's fair, right? It's a fair trade on a 1 minute. Just because there's no other lows, the next low is below equilibrium, which is down here. From here to here, that's a decent amount. That's a bread and butter setup. That's a bread and butter setup. Bread and butter. Hey, come on, man. I've been so nice and patient with you all day, but now you're just ODing. Like, what? That was like a whole like minute of my life waiting for you to find yourself. -1. All right. 50% of trade-off and allowed you to reduce risk. Maybe that's all it's gonna give you, or maybe not. Who knows? That's why we have a management there. Let that do the heavy lifting. I'm not thinking about it. Once I'm in a trade, I really don't want to think about it. I don't. That's what, causes me to do silly stuff, close early before. Once I'm in a trade, I got my management, I got my stop loss management, I got my money management. Wash my hands off. That part, I think I'm going, not I think, I know I'm going to automate that part. So it'll be discretionary with a rule-based, non-discretionary management style. I don't know what the other word for it, discretion is when it's up to you, the trader's choice. And then the other one is AI doing the management for me. So I don't have to worry about none of that. All right, so last bit of that trade would have come off now. All right, you'll be done with this trade here. Let's see if it would have come and taken you out of the other one that we're in yet. I don't think so, because entry's all the way down here. You haven't taken that low yet. We go -2, so we're looking at the 50%, which is in line with a quadrant level. Okay, so until we get there, we're pretty sweet. We're pretty sweet up in this trade. For now, we haven't taken that low, same lows. Let's confirm though. Once this thing takes its time, what's the low? What's the low? 804. What's the low? What's the low? 804, same low. Thank you for your support, of course. To the people who just come on board, you're also very, very welcome. Two solid trades for me there. Done, 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 done for the morning. Or done for the day, done for the week, really and truly, because it's the last trading, the last optimal trading day or trading session. Yeah, last optimal trading day. That makes sense, yeah. Because tomorrow we're off, day after holiday, sit still. Oh. That's me. Look like we're gonna have relatively equal lows here. The same low. So I'll just be extending this one further. Mm. Hey, it doesn't give me the opportunity to buy here. It doesn't give me the opportunity to buy. It just continues higher. Fair enough. We will still be in our first buy. All right. And we'll see if it gets to -3. Yep. Not looking like it's going to give us the opportunity. So it is what it is. I'm not crying about it. Are you? I ain't crying about that. Hector, I'm already in it. I'm just managing. If you was gonna give me another opportunity, I would have smashed that. But if you don't want to go home with me, that's fair. That's cool. I'll wait for the next one that wants to go home with me, you know? So many, a dime a dozen. Let me shut up. Shut up, bro. Mention my name. Hey, rude boy, shut up. Better than me? Shut up. Ah, Stormzy, what you telling them? Man, and your pig's back up dancer. So far, I like my management that I have down. Okay, so far from the small sample of data that we've collected, okay, seems to be working out fine for me. Okay, I'm happy with where it's at right now. I like that I have separate, right? For stop loss management is the same all around. I'm not touching my stop until these things. And money management wise is in terms of what the pro trend trade is and what the counter trend trade is, right? So I'm not squeezing the trades, but I'm also taking out depending on, what program we're in, right? As I should be. Yeah. Yeah, for now I'm happy with it. For now I'm happy with it. Obviously, if you collect more data, get a bigger sample size, and it's saying something else, then we'll make an adjustment. But for now, seems to be working. If you had a runner on this counter trend trade, let's say, you still will be in there too, right? But that's more than enough on a counter trend trade for me there. Like, come on now. Come on now. Now, question here, all right? Something that would have stumped me if I was trading was, would I wait for price to come back to the low? Because obviously sometimes if there's a fair value gap within that market structure shift and prices heavily, weighted to go one direction, sometimes it doesn't come, or it might not come all the way up to that low or high, depending on, buy or sell. So with this here, would the entry here be fine? Yeah, I think so. I think if it's like this, right? Because this won't be the first time we're gonna get a setup that looks similar to this. Obviously, luckily, this one comes up to the low, but sometimes I've seen it before. It might not come up to the low, come into this fair value gap like these two did, and just tank, right? So granted, if the market structure shifts, lays on a fair value gap, right? Lays on a fair value gap, I'll be interested in the fair value gap entry. Hmm. I just put market structure shift lays on fair value gap, can enter on fair value gap and not have to wait, you know? Because sometimes it will give it, sometimes it won't. And I need to have procedures and protocols in place, right? So I'm not like stuck on what to do. Thank you for your support. I'm very happy where I'm at because now I can just really just hone in, just focus on this on the setup and what I need to see in price and like really fine tune the details, the finer details. Obviously, it's not always gonna come the same. So by having procedures and protocols in place, hey, is this it's similar, but hey, this is the procedure if this happens, right? This is my protocol if this happens. As long as we get those things, they don't all need to look the same. Doesn't need to be a star shape, perfect star shape every time. Mama. No, I'm not playing music, it's just this beautiful voice you're hearing. Thank you, though, Zoom. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. God, to the people, just come on board. You are very, very welcome. Very proud of my water intake recently. Been drinking more than I used to because I'm old now. Man's got to take care of myself now. And she's an old lady. I'm on that level 3 thing, you know. I gotta take very good care of myself. I heard this is the best level to be on, really. I think it's the best level to be on. Not just because I'm on the level now, but I think it's a good level to be on. You done all the silly shit back then on level 1 and 2. Now level 3, you gotta get serious. You gotta kick it up a notch, you know? You know, but you know more, or you should know more. Because, you know, common sense ain't that common. We all know that. You should know more. You should be more like, you know, you spent 3 decades on a spinning rock. You should have some experience, you know, that you can use to get up in life. Like I said, it may not give us the opportunity here to jump back on the continuation trade, but it's given us the opportunity to be in it initially, right? So we're still managing that trade. It may tank from here, right? Either way, we've taken 2 partials and we've reduced risk twice now. Our risk is here, I believe. Yeah. It is a larger range. All right, for a 15 seconds range is a larger range, but it's a pro trend trade, so just let it ride. Let it ride. Don't worry about it. Your job there is done. Okay. The management is out of your hands. It's in the market's hands and it's in my management protocols hands, you know, whatever the word is. Processes, not process, procedure. Yeah, whatever. They're all the same thing. And if you just come on board, you are very, very welcome. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. Excuse me, my fault. I'm sorry, DJ. I've been running my trap. I forgot to do that thing there. Too busy running this trap of mine. My money maker though, so I gotta keep running that. I was just thinking this morning, DJ, that it's been 5 years, right, since I took trading seriously. It was 20 the Q3. Yeah, because we had 6 months left. Yeah. Q3 of 2020. That's when I decided to 100% dive in, go in, and just learn everything ICT has to offer. I think the beginning of that year, I was learning from somebody called Matt, which was smart money concepts. But then I kept like not kept, but like I kept going. ICT's video kept coming, back, and I would listen, and I'll be like, oh, I can't take this guy. He's talk so slow, and he's just like whatever. Then I would just be like, I'll watch a video, but okay, forget it. Then another video would like pop up. I watch it, and then I went into his YouTube channel, his channel. I said, "The mentor of your mentor," and that's what changed everything for me. That I'm like, what? This guy's the mentor of my mentor. I'm gonna learn from him. What are you talking about? Go to the source. And then since then, I haven't looked back. And yeah, and then 2025 or last, yeah, this is what it will make, yeah, 5 years. Would it? Because it has to, 5 years would be, no, actually 5 years would be after Q2 of next year, actually. Beginning of Q3 of next year would make 5 years. So yeah, coming up to 5 years anyway. I think so anyway. If my math is correct. DJ, let me know if my math is correct. Yeah, it would be 5 years. But anyway, I'm 5 years deep into this, and yeah, it's finally clicked for me. So I'm very, very happy. It's like a whole college degree, innit? Wasted 4 years of college for what? I could have been doing this bad boy. I'll be so much further ahead. But it's all right. Everything happens for a reason. All right. Everybody has their time and their season, and it's on Yeshua's time and not our time. So, like I keep saying, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I don't even know what I would have done with it at that time. You know, definitely won't have the mindset I have now, and I wouldn't have been through the things I've been through to have the mindset I have now. She wasn't ready. I had to rebuild that relationship with him first because I didn't have a relationship with him, you know? So how can he do anything for me if I don't have that relationship with him? Yeah. So once I developed that relationship, or started to develop that relationship, that's when it was like, full on, 100, let's go, let's do this. She was like, I've been waiting for you, my child, this whole time, you know? I never forsake you. Even though you fell out of fellowship with me, I was still waiting for you. And he welcomed me back with open arms. And here we are. Celebrate your son tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Jesus Christ, Savior. I had this at one point though, but I just kept tinkering kept tinkering because it wasn't speaking to me then, you know? I had to learn everything else, right? For to make a complete picture. And yeah, wouldn't change that journey for nothing. I'm watching this, but I'm waiting for this. Thank you for your support. Of course, to the people who just come on board, you are very, very welcome. Let me pay this damn ticket. I'm watching that sell here. Five. Then they charge you a service fee. What the It's out there. Counter trend trade, counter trend trade. We're gonna be done here soon, DJ. Bloody hell. It was 845. 45. So we're looking at 44. Ding bang, biggity bosh. Thank you very much. 80, what is it? Where we at? 80% of that trade will be off and will be at break even right here on that buy setup. It didn't give us another entry, but obviously we were still in it, managing our initial buy setup there. So solid, solid, solid. This was like perfect. Just took you up perfectly and then continued perfectly. Unfortunately, it didn't give us an opportunity to jump on board here, but I'm sure there was something here I could have used using this 20-day quadrant level, but that's not my setup. Okay, I haven't done enough testing on that to, you know, start taking trades on it. But yeah, there was definitely something here. We even took a M1 low around it as well. Okay, and then we took buy side here. So I'm sure there was something there, but for me, in terms of my trading, nothing for me there. But obviously, clearly, I see something there. That's it. That will be it for us today, man. Let's end it here. We're 80% of the trade is off and we're at break even. And we got a counter trend trade in the middle of that buy. So yeah, solid stuff today. Solid stuff this whole week. It's just been yeah, 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 yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hey, don't lose it, Santa. All right, let's do a trade performance review. I don't know what's going on here, but it won't let me get back to normal. Yeah, now it's doing its own shit. uh, I think I did well not letting this, annoy me because shit was annoying and it still is. Before we get to 20-day high, we have a new week opening gap above price, which will be first draw. Oh, the 4-hour inefficiency comes first, but really and truly, new week opening gap takes precedence. If we can get to it, where is it? One number 26. It's at the 2600 level right here, up here. I don't know if you see it, DJ. Right here. Then we have 20-day high here. So those are my two draws on liquidity. I'm gonna do a trade performance review before I let this thing piss me off. Before I allow this thing here to piss me off, because that's what it's doing. It's on the verge. Why is this still going? Oh, mate. You know what? You need a rest. I understand. I get it. I'll need a rest if I was you too. I've worked you a lot. All right, DJ. Trade performance review. What I did well today is I showed up. All right, I got 1% better. Definitely got closer to my model, my procedures, and what I'm looking for. Getting a better understanding of price action and the draws and liquidity and points of retracement and external, internal range liquidity. So very happy and pleased with myself today. Where I fall short today, woke up at least an hour, all right, got my morning routine in. Yeah, so no falling short today. Happy about that as well. Pat myself on the back. Any day I don't fall short on wake up time is a day to celebrate, my guy. Um, how I can improve for next day, next trading session, all right, next week, is just keep showing up, all right, keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Don't let short-term adversity deviate from what going on. We got a good understanding of what we're looking for in price action. Now it's just about building confidence and gaining more experience in terms of seeing the setup and price action is in all its different conditions, right? So that's what we're trying to build here. But other than that, it's been an incredible week. I think last week was a pivotal week for me, and now this week is just building on that and obviously gaining more confidence and experience with this model. And so obviously when I do get into trading, live trading, it's second nature to me, right? Right now I'm building the discipline muscles of being able to see, identify, and anticipate the setup and the draws on liquidity and potentially where price could be going to next. Okay, and then obviously everything else will fall into place once that is, solidified. But yeah, it's been an incredible week, DJ. Let's look at what our schedule is looking like next week. Yeah, I think I've reached the point of where I want to get to in terms of my trading edge. I think I've reached that point. All right. Now it's just about little minor refinement and fine tuning, okay, to get it to the next level. Well, not the next level, to um see price in all its different shapes and forms so I can obviously adjust to those conditions as well. I know what I'm trying to say. Next week, after Santa Claus, the same three. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Next week is the last week of the year, isn't it? It's the last week of the year, baby. Ooh, we close in 2025 better and stronger than we started it. And I'm so happy that I stuck out with this and 5 years of just head down, thumbs up, just keep going. Yes, I'm good. Even though I'm not good, I'm good. I got things to do. I'm here. Yeah, I'm very proud of you, baby girl. You've done an amazing job. I continue to do an amazing job. Don't let up. All right, this is just the beginning, okay? But just want you to know that I'm proud of you and you're done done me proud. This is what our schedule is looking like next week. All right. As we end the year next week, FOMC, is that NFP? No, it was supposed to be NFP week. Yeah, let's see if we're gonna go to the next. Yeah, we'll move into the next following week. Cool. 'Cause obviously, why they didn't do it this day though? Bank holiday, day after bank holiday will be done. So it's kind of similar schedule to this week's schedule. 3 days schedule, 3 days trading week. But anyway, that's our schedule for next week. All right, as we end the week, the year 2025, you've been incredible to me. It's had its ups and downs, all right, but in terms of chart wise, market wise, I think yeah, it's been a pivotal year in my journey. Woo! Can say I got everything by 2025, baby. Okay, okay. All right, but no, I still got other things to work on. Trading Edge is done. On to the next phase of our progression, as always. All right. We reached a destination, but obviously the goalpost has now been adjusted. Okay, so now we have a new destination to reach. And then when we get to that destination, the goalpost once again is going to get moved, right? Never done, never satisfied, seeking excellence. All right, stages to this shit. But DJ, that I know you see it. I know you see it from the first DJ to DJ today. Is a new analyst, is a new trader in front of you, and yeah, and that's just from showing up every day, persevering, just sticking through the hardship, the losses, the not listening to my mentor, doing my own shit, not seeing any results, and just showing up every day, seeking excellence, all right, trying to be better than I was yesterday, 1% better each and every day, and just not allowing short-term adversity, all right, to deviate or stop me from achieving anything, because that's just life. Life is full of adversity. It's about how you react and respond to the adversity that life throws at you, all right? That's what gets you ready for the next phase of your progression. But yeah, DJ, I don't want to rumble too much. An incredible, incredible week, all right? Incredible year. Merry Christmas, all right? Hope you're spending it surrounded by loved ones, all right? Enjoy this. All thanks to Almighty or High. Don't forget, tomorrow is about Jesus Christ, okay? So while you're opening gifts and being with your family, remember the true meaning of Christmas, all right? If you can give back to other people um, in any way, right? It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be with your time, your energy. It's not, just don't make it all about yourself, right? So, yeah, DJ. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I'm in awe with where I'm at and that I finally have arrived here, right? I'm never going to master the market, right? It's about mastering myself. And that's the journey that I'm on, right? Mastering myself. Right now, I've got the market part, okay, down packed, where I want it to be anyway. Now it's about mastering me, right? Swingay, baba, all right, we got what? 4-day weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right. Baby girl, you're not done. All right. Use this time to build the life that you want. All right. Don't give up. You only fail when you quit. As always, DJ, until next week, God willingly. All right. I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading. Happy hunting. Yeah!